This Let's Play was made possible by these generous patrons. And we are back.
For a little more blood and a little bit more staining of the walls.
Oh, we're gonna get it all over, just like we did with Bloodless.
I know, that's why we have this blood umbrella, though. It's gonna protect us. It's gonna get the blood everywhere else, not on me.
I don't think it really protected her that much.
It's not gonna mess up my bloody... I didn't help her, but it's gonna keep me all nice and safe and nice and cozy. I don't need it for all the rain that's about to happen.
I don't think I noticed it, but I believe it was Minor that mentioned it, that, I might be wrong, but I think it was Minor.
I know City Morg's been leaving a lot of information about this, but I don't know how far behind he was.
Yeah.
So I also don't remember I don't remember them.
Minor mentioned that Bloodless's dress was disappearing as we hit her. I was like, really? Holy crap!
I noticed that.
What? I think it's just waiting for you.
Miriam, what are you doing here?
This is actually on like Game Maker's toolkit was praising like the fact that the dialogue stops, then you have to press A for it.
Yeah,
on like
nice.
accessibility and stuff.
It's nice when you get to have that and you have to prompt it yourself.
I like the option. I like having both ways. Like 14 does something cool where like you can auto make it go, or you can just have press A like normally.
I think if you're trying to base things off of time, then yeah, you kind of have to keep it going, or at least like auto do the prompt if it's getting past the point of the cutscene or whatever.
Right. I think she meant gerbil, by the way.
She meant gerbil.
Yeah.
Very well. This sigil was not meant for you.
Sigil.
Sickle.
Nah, it's sigil. It's just it's an old Matt Mercer meme that he was always pronouncing sigil. And
I feel like a teacher in a room full of teenagers where things just fly over my head constantly.
This one's an inside joke.
That's
for
cool.
everybody.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, how'd you do that?
I didn't know you could toggle that off. It's the right bumper.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Nice.
Nice thoughts.
Miriam.
Later, Alfred. Say hello to Bruce Wayne for me. Oh shit.
Oh, yep. You had to fight him. Stupid guy. It's kind of an interesting fight. You have to do it in the circle.
I like that.
Oh, whoa, fire.
I don't think I've ever fought a 2D boss like this. That's actually kind of unique.
Technically it's 2.5.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm fucking
Oh man. Speaking of like 2.5 and like 3D stuff, I turned on my 3DS today just to see how long it took me to beat Pokemon X and Y, which is around 40 hours. My 3DS is lagging like crazy. It bums me out.
It's not keeping up, or did it always do that? It's just
no. I think it's broken, which is a bummer.
Oh, that sucks.
So like
it's having trouble reading stuff.
Yeah, like everything's super slow. I don't know. It might be just the what is it? The SD card in there that gives it more data space. I don't know. I have to mess with it more. But I was bummed. I was like, oh man, I got a lot of games on this thing.
Oh god, he cursed you.
He did.
You're down like half HP.
Oh god. Let's see if I have any.
Need some healies.
Stone Thaw.
Relic that? No.
Well,
fried potatoes will probably do it for you.
That'll give me a little bit of health. I know Curse just goes away after time.
Yeah. I wonder. I don't know which one. I don't know which one brought it up. Bloodbringer got a little bit.
God, I love the voices in this game.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think that right there is what cursed you. Because he did it once you were uncursed. I wonder if you can get double cursed. God. I wonder if you can get double cursed and it'll like quarter your health.
I don't know, but
that would be pretty mean.
That's MP
recharge 1 per second.
Interesting.
It's quite a bit.
Do a high potion.
There you go.
I'm poisoned right now. I need to
drink more poison. It'll counter the poison.
I've got Reflector Ray, Craftwork. How do I hit Conjure? Conjure's the poltergeists. What was I thinking? I wanted to do
at this rate, we probably want to have something to shoot rather than
that's what I was thinking.
Rather than the pictures.
Designated explosion. Well, I can keep the pictures on. This is just my directional attack.
Oh, okay. Well, because you ate something that's bringing up your MP, it's like, you know, you might as well use something that's going to utilize that. Whoa! What the hell is that? What the? Is it
I don't know. Stop firing!
Is it just doing fire all over him?
I think he had these spells too where he could like slow things down too.
He did, yeah. He had the magic.
Oh god.
It's just pushing you into the orbs.
You think I can't get you? Haha, sucker. I got fire magic.
Is even greater than I imagined. must get back the book.
What does that have to do with the book?
I don't know.
That will never happen.
In fact, I've already defeated Gerbil.
Have you seen how cute I look? You ain't gonna get that book.
Yeah,
I
pretty
have
cute.
to make it happen. I have waited too long for this chance. Oh, last
Too
chance.
long. 97 years. I did enjoy how like the little arena was getting painted with red
And white.
and the whites, and
Yeah.
I thought I saw like green at a certain point, but it might have just been the poison.
Typically, when I see white stuff like that, I know it's bird dung, so I just kind of avoid it on my
Avoid
runs.
it, yeah.
But there's
You
also
get to notice that when you go to the city a bit.
yeah, also just kind of running around. There's a lot of birds around here.
Bourbon?
Like, burbs. Ooh. Right in the appendix.
Deep sinker
Not
causes you
deep
to sink in water, allowing you to explore beneath the surface.
Very cool. Not to be confused with deep stinker.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Or seep dinker.
Oh, we were recording the other day with Mike for holiday stuff. My phone disappeared for a while. I'm like, where the heck did it go? Find out Mike was sitting on it for like half the session.
Yeah, well,
Just wondering, like, did Mike fart on this?
he did.
He did.
He admitted to it.
Yeah, God.
He was like, I knew it was there,
God.
and it was required of me.
How dare he? He was complaining like, yeah, there's this weird pole that goes down the center. Now part of me's thinking, was that just my phone that because you sitting on?
No, there's a pole in the center of the
Oh, is
couch.
there a pole in the center?
It's a support, like a support beam type
okay.
deal. Yeah, he wasn't doing that.
No, I hope not.
Whoop, 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 whoop. There you
Mike's
go.
a pretty courteous dude.
We were fighting these guys earlier, trying to get up to this area,
Oh,
so
God.
we can keep things moving along.
And I totally did it without dying.
Yep, totally. I wasn't gonna mention that, but the legged beast thing totally
Yeah.
went whoop and just flew up to the ceiling off screen. We couldn't even see him anymore, and then flew down like 8 seconds later and hit Sam right in the head. We're like, what the fuck was that?
I think I know what killed me too is I left the poison on and it wasn't going away. So that with the burn and all the other stuff just was wrecking my HP.
Yeah, I think you had poison, burn, and then you got
slow,
lasered.
and lasered to death.
Yeah, she was the one that was
Oh
whomping
yeah,
on you.
she whomped me.
That move looks like it's kind of like magic missile, where it's meant to be super accurate and homing.
Right, you can't really get away from it.
Yeah. You have to go all the way to the left and use deep sinker to continue through the water area.
Oh yeah, no, I was trying to figure out if I had to go up
I think
and
you
around.
have to go
but I
up.
do.
I think you have to go up. Yeah, we're going for bad ending number 2 now.
Yeah.
We're almost there. We're almost to bad ending number 2.
Got him.
We got to get like 2 or 3 more things.
Oh god, that goes through. I was
and
hoping
then we
that...
can gain access. It is just like magic missile. Magic missile ignores cover.
Ah. Can I get my magic missile?
I don't think you can.
Okay, I don't want to teleport, so I'm just gonna keep
don't
on
teleport.
going.
I was gonna say the only benefit would be to teleport to regain your health, and then
Yeah.
because next area is gonna have spikelies in it.
Oh, it is.
It'll get you good.
There's a teleport thing right there.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where you gotta go. It's one of the two to the that
I
area.
have to get slowed.
Oh, the will o' the wisps want to eat your soul.
Yeah, no, thank you. I like my soul. I want it attached to my body at least for another 70 years. After that, whatever exists otherwise, I'll
You're okay with 100? You're like 100's good enough.
Jeebers. I'm gonna go back to town real quick and get my HP back up.
Get your HPs.
Get my HPs.
You can check your crops too. I don't know if we've done anything with your crops in forever.
It's funny, before we were recording, I walked out and I went to go get my coffee before our session and noticed Jen was watching 101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
And it occurred to me,
I went out there and she's like, Zoe, our dog, demanded it. And I was like, Zoe. It occurred to you?
I didn't do anything. It occurred to me that the whole reason that movie even happens, that the plot even goes anywhere, is because Pongo was horny. Like, he just wanted to get laid. He saw another Dalmatian, like, yeah, I want that.
It's a dog after all.
He tries to make it seem like, I want to help my master. He's lonely. No. He could have chosen any of those different, like, owners or whatever, But he chose the one with the Dalmatian. He's like, that's the one. It's like, are you sure? She's terrible. What if she yells at him all the time? He's like, don't worry about it.
I think Pongo and about 13 other dogs were horny because 101 Dalmatians is quite a bit larger than a regular
a litter. Yeah. Well, Pongo's litter was only 7 or 8 in the movie, I think, and then they find all the other ones.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they were all taken by Cruella de Vil. I know that because it was one of the movies I watched a ton when I was a little kid.
I haven't seen it since I was like 13, maybe.
Oh, I love that movie so much. The aesthetic style that changed with that movie, like the background work is incredible.
Yeah, it's really good hand drawn artistically.
Yeah, everything's offset just ever so slightly. I guess I can just go up through there.
I don't know which ones lead to what.
Let's go this way first. If you look at all the illustrations for that, all the colors are slightly offset with the line work to give this cool kind of
hand drawn style, or
yeah, just like hand drawn. One of the main things too with that movie that bummed out Walt Disney was way back. This was, I think Sleeping Beauty was kind of right before it and stuff. And that's, when they were able to like hand draw and hand paint and hand ink every frame. But around that time, Disney was kind of losing money. So they started Xeroxing the animators' drawings. That's why if you notice, a lot of those movies around 101 Dalmatians kind of look a little bit rougher. It's because they would literally take the cleaned up drawings and just Xerox them. Because that's when Xerox started happening.
Okay.
So they has those films like Jungle Book and 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, you got a treasure chest.
Aristocrats. That's why they kind of have almost like a pencil chalky look to the line work, because they would take the refined drawings of like the 9 Old Men and the other Disney animators and just throw it in there.
Yeah, it's got texture to it.
Yeah, and
is there a treasure chest down in the sand?
I think so. And that wasn't the idea behind it. They were just trying to save money.
Yeah.
But I love the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, I was going to say the aesthetic was really nice, the way that it gives kind of extra depth to it. Kind of gives it like a film grain.
Right. It was kind of a bummer though, because Disney was a little bummed out by that, because it lost like the beauty of Sleeping Beauty and Lady and the Tramp, where everything was super refined
the cleanliness
and he was bummed out, I think, because they not lost money, but the fact that they didn't have as much money as they did before, I think, bummed him out a lot.
Huh.
Because they were going through a lot of, I think, restructuring back in the 60s. And that was also after you'd become a little bit bitter after the Disney strike and whatnot. In the 50s, I believe it happened.
Okay. I didn't follow a lot of that. I know you did.
Yeah, I mean,
you got a lot of books on it.
I'm a history buff, animation buff, so like I took a bunch of classes and read a bunch of articles and stuff.
You kind of had to also. You can go directly north of here and then
really.
Get to the
I've just watched a lot of documentaries, especially in college. I just wanted to know more about my industry and what how it came to be.
Weren't you the one that was complaining to me about having to take art history and remember when certain things were important? Yeah, during your teaching stuff.
I'm trying to remember what my point about that was, because I actually like art history. Oh no, I think one of the things I complained about with one of the tests I had to take to become a teacher.
You're not gonna get the treasure chest in there?
That's what I came in here for. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
There you go.
The thing that I complained about was that it's not the test for teaching, like your CSETs and stuff.
Yeah.
For art, which is like the California Standard Education something test. That you have to take in order to go get your credential, which I didn't actually end up pursuing, but I took all those tests to be able to go take my credential.
Yeah.
But they test you on everything from wood shop, metal shop, photography, painting techniques, illustration. It's just a general art degree, so it's not super specific. So say you're just gonna be an art teacher.
Yeah.
It doesn't kind of work like that. They also test you on, like, I think music theory is part of it too.
So it's part of the arts.
No, it definitely is. The thing I think I complained about at the time was like, oh God, there's so much stuff. Like, I need to know what a miter saw is and all these other things and how to set it. When even I won't even be teaching woodshop. And I get
how to set it's kind of a weird thing to require.
It is kind of a weird thing to require. And it's also talked about just like, it was very specific stuff to certain subjects. Like, why is this not a bit more minute or general, like specified for what exactly you're going to be doing with it? But I also get it because
they don't want to do like 12 different tests for different parts of the...
True, and it also just opens it up to the point where now you have the ability to, it's like, oh, well, you can teach, you know, if you have the art credential, like, you can teach anything, like from film to frick drama to wood shop to like metal shop, auto shop, like all that stuff. It all falls under in that same category. So it gives you more options to teach. But at the same time, you're probably not going to teach that. Like you're not going to teach wood shop.
All of those, yeah.
If you're a ceramics teacher, you're not going to teach probably wood shop. It's probably not going to transfer because the skills in actuality are very different.
Yeah.
I know how to use like a miter saw and a bandsaw and all that stuff, but I want to consider myself freaking A, man.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I'm trying to get back through that area.
You avoided it like 7 times.
I was trying not to get hit by the fire.
You gotta go through the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier. You can go north from here, and then you went through a million times. Like, okay, well.
I forgot that I had to go down that way. No, I forgot that you had to do that.
Yeah, just keep going past them.
Yeah.
You're on the right track now.
I was on my train of thought, so I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna let you keep going. I was like, I'll mention it to him when he's done. Just be like, hey, what's your battle plan here?
And my answer would have been, I have no idea.
You looked at the map. I was like, oh, he sees now.
I did see it. I just couldn't remember how I got down. I thought I was gonna die from. Like, oh no, that's bad. No,
yeah, you probably want to go back to town, heal up, and then come back here.
Oh yeah,
it's the same one in north of here.
I do like that things are kind of wrecking me again. For a little bit there, I was just kind of stomping through everything.
I think of what it is you're being catered to now a lot with the pictures. So you're playing a lot less defensively.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that's currently hitting you is giving you either ranged attacks or status effects. And whereas previously, a lot of it was...
Ooh, I do have magic
melee.
missile. No, yeah, for sure. I'm also not using my, like, range spells, so I think... Part of me is just going headstrong, going like, I can take on anything. I'm a tank. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you got too cute a clothing
armor
to be tanky.
Yeah, not. I do wish, like, it's a really minor thing to complain about, but one thing I do love about games, and they do give you a lot of customability in this, so it's a minor thing. I would like them to have more armor types for her.
Like body armor?
Yeah, just like body armor and more clothing options.
There's a lot of options for the headgear.
There is a lot.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot for the body or the boots, or at least they don't graphically change.
And that's fine. I get it. It's a small team. It's something I really enjoy, similar to what we said before in RPGs, when your armor actually changes.
Maybe it was just easier for the head.
Probably. Oh, yeah, way easier because you only have to model a couple things.
There you go, yeah.
Versus a ton of things.
Yeah, the head has so many different arm positions and stuff like that.
That's why I had the pictures on, though. Now I remember. Because there's so many of the frogs and stuff.
Yeah, in this area.
Yeah.
So, I believe this will lead you... Oh, you might need the other power up.
You're right. So that would be...
You don't have it, I don't believe.
Directed shield.
Darude Sandstorm?
Yeah, no, not that. No, I have it. I'm just trying to remember what the name is. It's been like 2 weeks, guys, since we recorded this.
What power up are you looking for?
That one.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna get you
enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you need, but it's not here yet. Can you open the map so I can get an idea of?
I think I need to go.
Where I might need to guide you. Yeah, it might just be north of here and then to the left.
Oh, is there something I missed? Oh, there's something right here. I don't need to go back and get it. I can always do it.
No, that's the danger zone spike area.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god, his spell continues after he's dead. That's messed up.
Well, of course, it is Hellfire.
That is true.
Oh. Can you... Oh. Well, how the fucking hell do you...
I think I need to come from the other side.
Let me read the guide again, but yeah, it just said go to the left and go underneath.
Oh, there was something about that. Someone said something about the green thing. That's where a quest is. So I think that was City Morgue.
Go for that in the meantime.
Minor.
Morgue, thank you. Thank God. Thank you for telling us how to go past the damn Iron Maidens.
Yeah, for anyone that comments on series that gives information, if we forget, our bad. But we always appreciate you guys in the comments, like giving us tips and tricks.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, I hope I'm not annoying." It's like, "Oh no, absolutely not."
No.
Because we do not look up stuff on purpose.
We want to interact.
But if you guys give us the tips and we seem stuck, then yes, we'll absolutely try and utilize them.
Yeah, that's.
Just remember that we record in batches, so there's a lot of stupidity between when you guys comment and when we actually get to start doing it.
Yeah, you got to give us a little bit of leeway because we don't we usually don't employ that because, like we've said before, and just for new people that are new to the channel, we record in batches typically of 7 or been about like mostly 4s lately now.
This one's been crazy, but yeah.
We've kind of done 4s just because things have been a little bit nuts, and we kind of up videos to around 30 minutes now. So timing's just been a little bit hard with 3 series ongoing.
This guy just says, funny that we were saying we tried to go in blind to stuff and we're sitting here using a guide.
Yeah,
we didn't really use a guide until like...
We have a rule of thumb for that though.
If it starts lagging, then yeah.
If it
and
starts
it's just
lagging,
a guide, and the person not playing is the one who doesn't look up the guide. That way that's not spoiled for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that green thing is, but...
There's a ton of chests. Oh, I can get those now though.
Yeah, but that's all in the spike area. Yeah.
True.
You can.
Let me do this. I can at least go over and cut some of the time out.
The dang thing says, get the deep sinker shard, use that to head left through forbidden underground waterway until you reach the next area.
Yeah. We also we don't look things up on a guide until we're at least 75% usually through a game, or we're at a point where it's like we don't know what else to do.
We got the bad ending, and it's like, okay, so how do we get the other endings then? And that's when we started really going heavy on the guides. But otherwise, yeah. And some games we just don't.
Oh yeah, like Dark Souls.
Some of these ones like these, it's like, yeah, let's look it up.
Well, we learned that with games like Flint Hook and some other games that eventually you guys want us to progress, and when we don't progress at all, you tend to get bored, and who can blame you if you get bored with that?
Yeah. So go, why don't you just edit it? Oh my god, I have no time. Like, I won't be able to edit it.
It's hard enough to edit as much as we do now.
So you want the amphibian shard, I think, because that lets you move faster.
So
underwater.
I want, not this, it's here.
I think it's called amphibian. Amphibian, yeah. Speed? Whatever it was. There you go.
Oh, that's kind of...
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of a swim animation.
it's a jump animation, but used in a quicker speed. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Fried fish. What is fried fish doing on the bottom of this water? Who will ever know? Oh. Seahorse.
That doesn't look janky, not at all.
You got a water horse, man, though. That's cool.
That is
laser.
Cool.
Laser it through.
Right. And take that.
So it looks like you are in a certain spot of the forbidden underground waterway. If you go all the way to the left, that looks like it'll be accessible to get to the next area, which will then lead you down to the next area, which will give you all the upgrades you need.
Oh, I can't use Aqua Streamer anymore. That's interesting.
Oh, can you not?
I can't because I have Deep Sinker equipped. I can turn off Deep Sinker.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, can you not turn off Deep Sinker?
No, I can turn off Deep Sinker. That's what's really cool. Like, you can turn off Double Jump. The amount of accessibility in this game is very nice. I love the amount of like things you can modulate and
play
change.
your way.
Exactly.
Type of deal. Oh, he's like, ow!
But I think I mentioned earlier.
He's his mouth's open.
Game Maker's Toolkit did a video on accessibility. If you guys haven't checked out Game Maker's Toolkit,
oh god, we've mentioned them on like 4 or 5 series.
Yeah,
I love Game Maker's
really
Toolkit.
Good. It's by someone that works in the industry, so he has knowledge on how this stuff works.
He's very smart about it.
Oh yeah, he takes
and I
his
believe
time.
he even hosts what is it? Is it a Game Maker's Toolkit, like speed game making type thing, or is it some kind of contest or something like that? Yeah, it's kind of like Games Done Quick, but I guess it's the Game Maker's Done Quick type of deal. It's not really the same, but it's slightly. It's got some effect to it, like that. I'm not well versed in it, obviously.
I can't remember. There's something that like happens on a train every now and then again in the year that like people make a game over time. I know for their first Hollow Knight game they did something similar to that, where the Game Jam.
The Game Jam, yeah. That's what I was looking for. I believe Game Maker's Toolkit hosts something similar to a Game Jam of some sort, and I don't know thematically what it is. I think it's something to do with like accessibility or new tools to use in games, something like that. And a lot of good has come out of it. I believe a special font that helps people who are dyslexic. The letters are sized slightly differently because typically with dyslexic people, they skip over the end of a word and will keep reading it and think it's a different word. So this pronounces the end of the word. The font gets bigger. so it helps them read it a little bit more legibly.
Interesting.
Something like that. I don't know the whole science behind it, but
I don't either.
it was really. I read a little tiny like paragraph about it and how it was made. I'm like, that's awesome.
That's legitimately cool.
And I believe they have it either free or very cheap, and they're like, please use it in your games.
Nice.
I think it's called Open Font or.
One of the things that's interesting about that, like there's a thing called GGPO for fighting games that's been around forever. It helps implement netcode and rollback, and it's just really, really good. And games that tend to do that with fighting games tend to, have really good online code, which is very rare. But one of the main things that unfortunately Japanese developers, from what on the fighting game side tend to do, is even if it's really good stuff like that, like the dyslexia tool, they just won't use it because they didn't make it.
Yeah.
And there's I don't know, if it's a cultural thing or what it is, but Maximilian talks about it.
We have some of the stuff. We have some of that stuff like that too with our channel, where we're like, unless we made it, generally, there's some stuff that like fonts that we use that are not ours and stuff, because we're not font makers.
No, we are not.
But like generally, yeah, I get the idea and desire to want 100% of what you make be yours and not something that you sourced elsewhere,
right?
Or just bought or licensed or anything like that.
I think I gotta turn off Deep Sinker.
I think you might. Because Deep Sinker will make you float on the top of the water. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Well, that's why they gave you the ability to take it off.
On and toggle it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was there something over this way that you wanted to get? Or just finish up the map or something?
Just finish up the map, and now that I have Deep Sinker, I can just get those chests really quick.
So are those ones underwater? I guess they are.
Yeah, this is from that first time we got to the underwater area.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's
Deep
right.
Sinker on.
Cool. So progress will be to the left of here in order to go down
There's also
to the next area.
a save point right here too.
That's
so
good.
that's
top off.
Yeah, exactly. Just top off before I go into the next
Does
spot.
that bat go dive underwater to try and get you?
Ooh, I thought he would die in one hit. Yeah, he did. I guess bats aren't afraid of water in this game.
They don't afraid of water.
They don't afraid of water.
But who was phone?
God, there was something I was reading the other day. It was in a game.
Ruby and Emerald.
Ruby and Emerald. Those aren't Pokemon. That's not the right game I'm thinking about.
That was a shitty Magikarp.
There was something like it said like don't have and said does not have or like doesn't have.
Oh, they didn't use conjunctions?
They didn't use the right conjunction, and I read
or they didn't use any conjunctions.
Yeah, and I read I'm like, wait a minute. I'm terrible at English. Even I know this is wrong. Like what's going on? Am I missing
I see what
something?
you're saying. Yeah.
I can't remember what game it was from. I can't remember what I was reading. It was like, man.
It's just the localization team didn't get it correct.
Maybe. I can't remember what it was. I really wish I remembered. But it drove me nuts because I read. I'm like, wait, don't. What do you mean don't? The educator in me.
Edumacation.
The education.
How about we come back next time when we get to the new area?
Sure, I'll just get us right next to that spot.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boop.
Nice thing, too, is if I take some damage, I can just hang out underwater until it recovers.
Get a little heal out. Get a little heal.
Surprised there is no heal spell, but at the same time, I don't think I'd want one. I think it would make it way too easy, honestly.
Yeah, they gotta give you a little bit of some kind of challenge.
No, yeah, 100%.
And their heal spell is through the fairy and stuff. I think they just don't want you, like, breaking it